So good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Kenneth Torrecanya, and I'm currently the president of BAHAGHARI. So before we start, let us know more about the history of BAHAGHARI. BAHAGHARI is a relatively new club. It was formed in 2007 because of the stagnating political landscape that its founders have seen in the Ateneo community. So they decided to make a change. One funny thing that we'd like to share is that the name Bahaghari just came up in their minds, and however, it stuck to them because they really want, it really encompassed their vision for Ateneo. We all know that Bahaghari, rainbow, is a combination of all the colors, and if you see it in the sky, it is a sign of hope, and now we're using it as a symbol of the unity of all colors, of all divisions, of all clusters, and of all schools in the Ateneo de Davao University. So what is the political ideology of Bahaghari? The political ideology of Bahaghari is social democracy. Social democracy in the sense that we acknowledge the system that is there, and we challenge the system to become better, to improve, to change itself in order to cater to the needs of everyone. And what are the four principles of Bahaghari? The four principles of Bahaghari is A and B, ACH, SJ, and I. So A and B, first is active nonviolence. So we can convey our advocacies, our ideologies in a nonviolent way. And before acting nonviolently, we should always think before we do that action, so that there's proper discernment in that action. Second is authentic Christian humanism. So we need to nurture 5 relationships. We need to nurture the 5 basic relationships, which is songs, self, others, nature or the material world, God, and society. Third is SJ, social justice. Social justice, justice should be given to what is due to a person. And since we are an Ateneo school, we adhere to the Catholic social teachings, and Catholic social teachings teach to us a preferential option for the poor. And lastly is I, integrity. Integrity in the sense that it is not enough to know something, but you should always do what is right. It is not enough to know the right thing to do, but it should always be, after knowing, you should do that something good. So aside from the 4 pillars, the 4 principles of Bahaghari, I believe during these times, medyo alam niyo rin kung ano ang Meliora, di ba? So Meliora does not really differ itself from Magis. We use Magis et Meliora. Meliora is Latin for better. Better in the sense that we should not be contented on what we are right now. You should always be better. If you think that you are the best, there's always an aspect where you can be better. So you should always be better, become better than the best, because best is not enough. And lastly, in our different undertakings in the university, we always use the catchphrase "One Ateneo, One Bahaghari," because before anything else, we need to unite. All divisions should act as one, just like what our previous speakers have said. In order for us to have harmonious relationships and for easier revisions of anything that should be done. So as for that, and also last but not the least, Bahaghari in currently, kahit na very first year of their eligibility is nag-start na for Samahan Elections participation. 1 minute na lang, okay. Bahaghari immediately started its campaigns for Samahan Elections in 2008, and currently you have expanded, and fortunately our advocacies, the things we want to do is being done by all the officers, all the members of Bahaghari. So that's all. Thank you.